So how much does a fixed annuity cost? What a loaded question. I'd rather you ask me how a rainbow's made. I'd have a better chance of explaining it. How's a fixed, what's the cost of a fixed, I don't know. That. Hey, Dr. Dr. V and Big C behind the camera. Yes, I'm wearing this. It's called I Heart Annuity Haters. And I really do, and I wear this through airports. Some of you have seen me and stopped me and go, what do you mean? Because a lot of people go, I hate all annuities. I hate them. I'd never own one. I'm like, you mean like Social Security? I'm like, well, that doesn't count. You mean like your pension? Well, that doesn't count. Yeah, it does count because that's an annuity. Annuities solve for four things: principal protection, income for life, legacy, and long-term care. So I love when people tell me that. So I just put it on my shirt just to evoke that. Is it invoke or evoke? Regardless, it's some voke. Voke the conversation so I can go, really? Hypocrite much? You already own an annuity, at least one. It's called Social Security, the best inflation annuity on the planet. But I'm digressing a little bit. We're going to get to the point after this. So how much does a fixed annuity cost, son? Just tell me the cost, son. Don't get to all that jibberty-jab that you always do. Just how much does it cost? Just tell me how much does it cost? You see, this is why I'm starting to get gray hair. This is why I've got these aren't crow's feet, these are like turkey feet, you know. That question's insane, but I'm glad you asked it. We have to drill down before you can ask that, okay? Two questions. What do you want the money to contractually do? When do you want those contractual guarantees to start? What's the cost of it? Tell me what you're trying to achieve. If it's lifetime income, tell me the exact monthly income you're looking for, and I can tell you that exact cost. Does that make sense? You just can't broadly say, well, what's your best restaurant, son? What do you eat? What's your cuisine? What's your best car, son? Well, how much you want to spend? Well, what's your best shoe? I want your best shoe in the whole building. Are you going out? Are you a cowboy? Are you an athlete? What are you? Get granular, player. You have to be not Pacific, Big C, that's a notion. Specific. You have to tell us the details so that we can go in and solve the problem. Why? Why do I say that? Because annuities, plural, are contractual. They're commodities. You shop all carriers. If you go to my site at theannuityman.com, you can run quotes to your heart's content, 24/7. In fact, we should have like this competition where we lock people in the room and see who can run the most quotes before they pass out, and the winner gets $1 million. I would love that. I would love no food, and you have to wear a diaper because you're going to wear one anyway in the future. But just think about that. You got a room full of people wearing Depends and running quotes all day long. And there's no filtration system. It smells in there. You know, all we're feeding you is water. And that's all you're doing is running quotes. That'd be worth $1 million to me. I got to run that by my wife, and I'm sure she'd say yes. I love that idea. That's not a crazy idea, Stan. That's not a crazy idea at all. So what's a fixed annuity cost, son? Well, you got to tell me what you're doing. Remember, annuities solve for 4 different things: principal protection, income for life, legacy, and long-term care. Now, there's long-term care annuities. That's a health insurance product, but they solve for long-term care. But primarily, you're looking at principal protection and income for life. That's what most people are solving for contractually with annuities. The acronym is PIL. You ask 2 questions. What do you want the money to contractually do? When do you want those contractual guarantees to start? So if Ernie asks, what's fixed annuity cost? I'm going to say, well, okay. What do you want the money to contractually do? Well, I'm thinking income, son. Great. When do you want that to start, Ernie? Well, I'm thinking maybe 6 months from now. Okay, great, Ernie. How much money are you thinking about placing into the quote, or how much money are you trying to solve for on a monthly basis? We could do it either way. And then from there, I can tell you how much it costs. Well, if Ernie comes back and says, you know what? Me and the missus need about $500 a month about 6 months from now for the life for as long as we're breathing. Well, if you could do that, son, tell you what, you're coming to the Thanksgiving dinner. Great. So $500 a month, 6 months from now, I can tell you to the penny what it's going to cost to contractually get there for both you and Eunice. And if you and Eunice die in the truck, then 100% of any unused money goes to the list of beneficiaries of the policy. The evil annuity company doesn't keep a penny. So what's a fixed annuity cost? Tell me what you're trying to achieve. Tell me specifically what you're trying to achieve. I had a guy the other day say, well, I like that voice, by the way, is my Uncle Max that came to the family reunion with belt and suspenders on just in case, and he still saw his butt crack when he needed like double belt, double suspenders. I mean, it ruined dessert, you know. But the guy called me and said, "Can you do it to where it's on my birthday, May 21st? That'd be what, 16 months from now?" I said, "We can hit it on the nugget. Absolutely, we can do that." These are contracts. These aren't nebulous pie in the sky. Well, maybe it'll happen. Well, there's a possibility it'll happen. No, it's going to happen. It's going to happen exactly like you tell us. And then 30 days from when the income starts in that May for this guy, we're going to call you and go, "Hey, Fred, you still want the income in May that we talked about 2 years ago?" Well, you guys remember that? Yes, we're professionals. Yes, we do remember that. Everybody in my office is licensed. Nobody in my office is on commission. We're not hammers looking for nails. Their bonus, which is very hefty, if you look at our parking lot, you're like, holy crap. It's based on customer satisfaction, not products sold. So they're going to make sure it hits when you want it to hit. So what's a fixed annuity cost? It costs whatever you want it to cost to solve for the goal you're trying to solve for. Here's the problem with that question. If you ask that question to Johnny Appleseed agent down the street from you, they're going to answer it in a myriad of ways, and you're going to say, "Well, that sounds good. I'm glad I asked that question." But the product that they're going to be talking to you about is pie in the sky crap. Annuities are contracts. Annuities are transfer risk products. You're transferring the risk to the life insurance company that issues the annuity to solve for that goal. If it's lifetime income, it's A+ or better rated. No exceptions. Period. End of story. What's the ROI on a lifetime income product? No clue. Tell me when you're going to die. By the way, death is not a good strategy. You can only use it once. Think about it. So what's the fixed annuity cost? Dumb question. Okay? Make the question better. Make the question more detailed. Make the question as detailed as possible to the dollar, to the penny, to the date. And then you can go to my site at theannuityman.com, run the quotes to your heart's content. You can schedule a free consultation, keyword free. We're going to use our ears and mouth in proportion, 2 to 1. We're going to listen to you. We're going to provide quotes. Or we're going to say to you, "You know what? You don't need an annuity." I did that the other day. Freaked a guy out. Guy calls me up and he goes, "Hey, I'm thinking about another." He's a customer, already a customer. He goes, "I'm thinking about another annuity, but the property beside me just came open. It's an open lot right beside my house." Without hesitation, I'm like, "Buy the open lot. Just buy it." You know, I'm a little bit of is it misanthrope? It's not philanthrope, it's misanthrope. You know, most people I like, but a lot I don't, probably like you. I told him, "Buy the lot." He sends me an email today. "I'm so glad you told me to buy that lot instead of annuity." To me, if I'm him, I'm buying the lot. And yes, you can get me. Stan at theannuityman.com. Do me a favor. Above me spinning clock is a kind of a longer form video I did on lifetime income that explains how it's priced. It ain't the Fed, son. They're a minor part of the pricing, but it explains how lifetime income is priced, why it's important right now. That's not a sales pitch, that's a fact. And why you need to at least consider locking in life expectancy tables at the time of this taping. My name is Stan, the Annuity Man, and yes, I do love annuity haters because I get to remind you that you already own one. See you next time.